At the Institute for 21st Century Energy, we believe an affordable, diverse, and secure energy supply is fundamental to our future national security and the expansion of American economic opportunity and prosperity. America needs a comprehensive, common-sense energy policy with a long-term view and durable policy and fiscal commitments. It's no surprise to tell you all that we do not have that now. It will take unprecedented political commitment from the Congress and the executive branch, better partnerships with local and state governments, and much improved relationships with the private sector. We need to be honest about what it's going to take. We need to stop penalizing, demonizing, regulating, and picking winners. We need to instead stimulate investment, incentivize, and innovate solutions to address the greatest threat to the 21st century. I'm not going to talk about demand growth because that's been covered. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happening in the oil market and then what we need to do about it. Resources are located in places that are geologically difficult to get to, geographically very difficult. They're in places that are politically unstable, and they're unfriendly to new investment. National oil companies own 50 to 80% of the world's proven oil reserves. Energy sector exploration and development costs have risen, and yet the share devoted to exploration has fallen. We are seeing growing resource nationalism around the world. We don't have enough energy professionals. We don't have enough equipment. And NIMBY is a thing of the past. We are now on to banana. Build absolutely nothing anywhere near anything. And even nope, not on planet Earth. Not on planet Earth. That is an unsustainable path to sustain our economic competitiveness if we want to do that. We are not running out of resources. That's simply untrue. We are running out of access to the resources. The International Energy Agency estimates we have 6 to 7 trillion barrels of conventional oil in place around the world. Our U.S. Geological Survey estimates that we have 3.345 trillion recoverable barrels around the world. And if you take out what's already been produced, that leaves anywhere between 1.5 to 3.5 trillion barrels of oil still available. But we have to be able to open markets. We have to be able to have transparent trade, and we have to have fair market pricing of energy. And we need to capitalize on our resources here at home. The U.S. is still the largest producer of energy, but we still have significant resources that the Congress and the executive branch have put off limits for exploration. Our Mineral Management Service estimates we have 139 billion barrels of undiscovered oil here in the United States. 80% of the Outer Continental Shelf is off limits. That part alone, if we would just use that part of the oil, we would have actually a 35-year supply for gasoline for our cars. We would have heating oil for the millions of homes for the next 100 of years. We are depriving the American consumer of choice and opportunity. There was a Gallup poll that demonstrated a huge change in public opinion. 41% used to believe that drilling off our coasts and in wilderness areas should be off limits. 57% now support it. We need to listen to the American people and their pocketbooks. We need to develop a comprehensive plan, and we need the comprehensive plan to embrace the following concepts. We need to increase and diversify supply. We need to increase our suppliers. We need to improve energy efficiency. That is the next best source of energy, is the one we currently waste. We have to accelerate technology development and deployment and invest in it with regularity and predictability. We have to increase the use of alternatives and renewable sources of energy. Yes, we need to improve our environmental stewardship. We have to modernize our infrastructure. It's not enough to get the hydrocarbons if we can't get them to where they need to be. And we need to exert international leadership. We need it all. We must allow for increased domestic oil and gas supplies. We have to recognize the role of nuclear power, an emissions-free source of power. We need clean coal. We need to use the 250 years of coal we have here. We have to emphasize energy efficiency and renewables. We have to update our aging energy infrastructure. We have to be better environmental stewards, and we have to deploy those clean technologies that will improve our trade imbalances and accelerate American competitiveness. If we unleash that entrepreneurial power that has helped us in many crises in the past, we can make widespread use of technology to use our coal. We can create a second generation of biofuels that will not conflict with food demands. We can build safe, emissions-free nuclear power plants, and we can drill responsibly on and off of our shores. But we have to inform the public and policymakers with due respect about the huge challenge we're in, the choices we have, and the urgency of this matter. We have to consider the trade-offs, the costs, and the feasibility and viability of what we are proposing. We need less rhetoric. We need more facts. There's no single solution, no single fuel. We must embrace all sources. I'd like to leave you with the thought that the decisions we make, this Congress makes, the next Congress, and the next president, those decisions we make in the next few years, we will be with those decisions for generations to come. We need to take it responsibly, seriously. The stakes are enormous for our competitiveness and for our national security. And we at the Institute for 21st Century Energy look forward to being a constructive and integral part of the deliberation this country desperately needs. Thank you.